Did you get one?
Here we
Here's my
go.
first
Box. It is finally here. The spooky Warzone event battle royale on the nighttime Mazrah. We're going to take a look at it because I haven't actually seen anything yet. Loadout equipment, they changed the sound suppressor. Now gives some screams if you go into it. We also got decoy grenades, which are going to now make monster sounds, so we'll have to give that a go. Other maps, this is it. So Operation Nightmare, investigate the eldritch anomalies across the map and face host of monstrous targets. So I don't know what that's going to be. Clear the bounty board of otherworldly targets. The Butcher, if you guys played Diablo, that is also in this game. We saw that at the end of the trailer yesterday. Vendetta, demonic incarnation, unleashes an uncontained zombie outbreak across Vendetta. The undead have ravaged the streets under the blood red moon. So this is going to be like a defending thing, it seems like. It said at least the high place to go was the market. Maybe they mention it later on here. Like, that's the high loot area, whatever. Then we're going to have Zombies Royale, the classic. You guys remember back in Verdansk going on. You come back as a zombie. You can kill players to get syringes to come back to life. It is chaos. It is chaos because you're fighting players, and everybody comes back as a zombie that's trying to melee you down. It's actually a really cool. Obviously, if you didn't see my zombies attempt that we did in custom games, a lot of you guys got to play it if you watch these streams all the time. But we have our own version of zombies. I think this is way cooler. And how cool would it be if they let us actually just do this normally and just play this even in customs? Call of Duty, that would be insane. Please consider it. And then Lockdown, if you guys play Plunder, Lockdown's a variation. It's kind of more like a Hardpoint, to my understanding, like got to capture stuff. I don't really play it, but it is part of the free game. It's kind of an alternative to doing multiplayer, and we should see this return for the big Warzone update as well. Of course, the actual maps themselves have some variants here. Zombies Outbreak has hidden Vondel. This is what they're saying. Market to survive as long as possible. This is going to be the best loot in the city. They also drain the canals and everything. Zombie Royale, players who die as a zombie with the best set of impressive abilities. You know, it's the EMP, super jump, a couple of the things that we've seen that might help you, but you're still probably going to die to the humans. You got to be very careful when you're a zombie. And then you can come back normally by getting those syringes, but it also says unless you wait for an infestation meter to return all the spectators. This is likely going to be an outbreak that you can pull off. Last living players win, classic battle royale. And then the Von Dead lockdown is... It doesn't really say much. I understand it as you're fighting AI zombies, the way that they've talked about it. And again, it's not actually in the game here yet. So that might be something to add later on. Maybe it'll come later today. Maybe I just haven't figured out where it is because these menus are so horrific. They're the scary part of this update, but nonetheless, here we are. Finally, we have the haunted boxes are here. They're going to pop up, so be a little cautious if it... you know, you're going to have some jump scares in it, but they do have good loot in it. So, you know, at least you'll feel rewarded after being... pissing your pants. And then we also have a new grenade, a Bloodseeker grenade that's perfect for finding enemies in dark environments, which I find interesting. I don't know how that's going to work, but it looks like it's going to lunge itself towards enemies, revealing their location, which I almost think is going to be like the new tactical ability from Modern Warfare 3, where you throw it on the ground and it leaves a trap that if people run into, reveals their position. Might be something like that. We'll see. Finally, thermal weapons are going to be across the map. I don't know. Maybe these will be good thermal weapons. A lot of times the thermals are really bad, though, so we'll see about that. And then they also threw this in, that the reinforcement flares are now significantly less common. I think they took them out of ranked. I don't actually know because I don't really play ranked. And I was expecting a lot more off of the DMZ update here, but they only put one real thing here, which is DMZ operators can experience the haunting via infiltration to Al Mazrah at night, which we just took a look at, and where Operation Nightmare awaits. Face down the horrors of the Hellmouth with your squad. Now, I don't think there's a specific set of missions or anything for this. We'll see how it actually is. We might check that out later if you guys want to see any of that. And if you appreciate the quick overview of all the patch notes, please be sure to give it a little like.